Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review of VH1's Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition Season 2, Episode 9, called A Creepy Surprise and the Surprise Anniversary Party. This is the second to last episode of the season, so I'm kind of relieved. So, we're still at the pool party. Okay, we still at the pool party with drunk ass Erica acting a damn fool. Okay, she's squirting Rich in the back of the head with her water gun. What else she doing? She making little Instagram, whatever, social media videos with Kimbella. And molesting Amina, I think it was. She got on top of somebody and was trying to hump them and stuff, because that's all she be doing when she drunk. So she's still acting a damn fool. Paris said that she about to head on out. But before she does, she tried to get the scoop. She sits down with Zell and Erica and try to get the scoop on what's been going on with Erica and Safari. Erica ain't really trying to talk about none of that, so I guess Paris, leaves it be, and we don't care. So Zell tells everybody before they leave the pool party that everybody needs to dress to impress, or they're not going to be let into the event. And I'm just like, Zell, you acting like this is a whole real ass Met Gala event stuff. Like, everybody's still gonna be there even if they tore up from the flow up. So, he's probably saying that for show, but at the same time, Zell, please. We get to his event though. It's called Shine Like a Diamond Fashion Event. So everyone looks good for the most part, like mainly the females, because the men wasn't really doing much for me to be like, ooh, look at that outfit. People really, any type of fashion stuff is really for the females. I mean, sometimes the males be showing up, okay, dressing to impressing, understanding the assignment and whatnot. Not this. It was really the females that was doing it. So I think everybody looks good. Me personally, in my honest opinion, I didn't like the hairstyle, but whatever. Okay. So the whole event, fashion show of it all, it went well. Amina walked through with big ass pink ruffles. Of course, Cisco's holding her train of her dress. Peter feeling pressed. He feeling some type of way by seeing that. But we're going to visit that conversation, that issue later on in the episode. So Zell makes a speech, and then he wants everyone to walk the runway. So everybody walks the runway. And then he also wants everyone to go up and explain to the crew, the group, why or how they became to be like a diamond. So he goes first, obviously. Then Mimi and Stevie go up together. Jonathan goes up next. Other people go on, I'm sure. Bobby Dunn took over. He like, I don't even know Mike. And then he, everybody explained their own reasonings and whatnot. So, of course, last to go, I believe that we see that the cameras done show, the producer done showed us, is Safari's ass. Now, Erica was drunk at the pool party. So who comes to this event drunk or gets drunk at the event? Safari's ass. So he up there drunk and shit, talking about how he loves his wife and whatever. He's still in love with his wife and whatever. And long story short and whatever, he ain't signing no divorce papers. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure me and America already knew you wasn't signing no divorce papers. And we already knew also that Erica wasn't signing no divorce papers. So this ain't nothing new. This ain't no new news to us, Safari. This is not new. It's not new. So, mainly the men are like celebrating, like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Safari. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just like, oh my gosh, get off my screen. I'm so tired of y'all too. But when he was making his little speech, Erica's back was already turned to him. And once he said he wasn't not signing no divorce papers, she don't walked off. Brooke follows her, or where, however that goes. But Brooke is on the cell phone. She on the phone talking to who knows who. And Erica's just crying on her shoulders, talking about, he hurt me so much. He hurt me so much. And I'm just like, but yeah, you're still with him. You're still with him. I don't care, Erica. You're still with the nigga. So I'm not going to keep feeling sorry for you, feeling bad for you when y'all still together. I talked about this every damn episode with y'all too. This on here and on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Listen, whatever. Y'all do what y'all do, okay? We move on to Jewels. He done rented a boat for the fellas, him, Zell, Marcus, and Safari. So of course they talk about relationships and whatnot, and Marcus just let Safari know, listen, I forgot how he first started off with what he was trying to say, but he's like, such and such doesn't bother Erica. What bothers Erica is your lack of accountability. So they kind of try to give him advice. So I guess he's going to take that advice later on as we gonna see to try to win Erica back, whatever. We move on to Brooke. She's checking up on Erica because it's their anniversary, their second year anniversary. So she checks up on Erica to see how she's doing. Erica says she can't keep doing this. I'm not spending too much time on Safari and Erica because at this point, what else is there to say? So we move on to Joel's and his event. So his event is Harlem on the Bay basketball tournament. So they have the black team and the white team. Joel's is the captain of the white team, and Tara is the captain of the black team. So of course he has on Joel's team. If I can remember, I'm just gonna go based off memory. Joel's, of course. Booby was the first person he chose, of course, because Booby was in the NBA and all that stuff. Safari was on his team. Marcus was on his team. I think somebody else, I don't remember. And then on Tara's team, she had Rich, Peter, Zell, and Bobby. I think there was somebody else. But, excuse me, who ends up winning? The white team, of course. And after the event, the females were like the cheerleaders and whatnot. But after the event, Joel's makes an announcement. He makes his little speech and pretty much shouts out Erica and Safari and wishing them the best of luck for their 2-year anniversary. As he was saying this, Erica was looking at him so annoyed, and she was like, just shut the fuck up. Like, why is he still talking? Why is he talking about this? I'm like, Erica, you know you loving all this attention because it's probably getting you a good ass check since you're like the main topic and getting the most airtime out of everybody. Like, I'm at this point like, why Yo-Yo here? That's how I feel. But she annoyed and stuff, and Paris lets us know and everybody that she leaving. She kind of trying to wonder out why she leaving. Paris says she the type of cousin in the family reunion that pops in and pops right back out. Thank you, Paris. You had your time in the Love and Hip Hop reunion, family reunion, season 1. So thank you for coming and showing out for Zell's event. You a true friend for that. And we'll see you in the next Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Mimi tells the girl she wants to do something sweet for Erica in honor of her anniversary. So everybody's down and ready for that. Moving on to the Creep Squad and their issues. They sit down with Stevie to play poker, but they really sit down to talk. Peter wants to confront Cisco about Cisco holding Amina's dress. And had it not been, I don't think, honestly, had it not been for what they had going on, Cisco and Amina had going on, times prior to this reunion, I don't think Peter would be as pressed. But because I guess there's some little history between Cisco and Amina, that's why Peter's so pressed. But I'm just like, he just held her dress, Peter. It's not that damn serious. Like, you cheated on her. You actually cheated on Amina and Tara at the same time with each other. So at the same, you fell for that too, Peter. But okay. Anywho, this is Love and Hip Hop. But Rich comes out saying, Peter pissed off at you, bro. So Peter's like, I'm not pissed off, but, I want to know what's going on between you and Amina. And Cisco apologizes for what had happened previous to this family reunion thing, but he was just trying to be a gentleman and whatnot. Peter ain't buying it. He tells Cisco that Amina is off limits and there's plenty of wives out here and he needs to go find one. So Cisco takes offense to that, and he just like, I don't even know what Cisco done said, because at this point Cisco be mad at everybody, so I don't really pay attention to word for word what he be saying and stuff. But he cusses Peter out and stuff, and walks away, because I think Peter done put one little jab at Cisco, so Cisco gets upset, walks away. Rich goes after him. Then Cisco starts crying to Rich, talking about, at the end of the day, like, he doesn't know what he's got going on behind closed doors, and he's just always by himself and alone. And then Rich is just like, okay, see what you're doing right now, what you're explaining and saying to me right now, this is what you need to be telling Peter. Had you done this, had you apologized and said what you're going through right then and there at the table, we wouldn't be going through this right now. He wouldn't be feeling the way he's feeling right now. He would have embraced you. So you need to get yourself together, wipe away your tears. Here, take this damn probably sweaty ass shirt, wipe away your tears, get yourself together, and come right back out. Then we gonna move back on to Stevie talking with Peter, and Stevie trying to say, he's going through a lot and whatever and all that stuff. And Peter not really trying to hear that. But I guess we're going to go through a few scenes before we get back to the Creep Squad issue. So we move on to the ladies and Bobby having lunch and whatever. Mimi calls Erica to come outside and surprise her. Erica comes outside. They surprise her. Erica feels honored and appreciated for great friends, and she lets us know that in the confessional and says, it's unfortunate that her own husband can't appreciate her like her friends do. She didn't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing, and I'm just like, yeah, I know, Erica, yeah, that's nice. Can we go to the next scene? But they all have lunch and sit down together, and Bobby has an idea to do a TikTok to show that they're unbothered or something. I didn't really get it, but I guess it was cute for what it was, I guess. I don't know. So they go through the whole spiel saying, oh, y'all think this, but it's really this. And I'm just like, this kind of seems stupid. But whatever helps y'all get through what y'all got going on. We move on to Safari because it goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. Safari came in and done crashed the little anniversary party that they threw for Erica's ass. So everybody gets up and leaves. Here goes Bobby's messy ass. Oh, you should watch our TikTok. It's very funny. I'm like, Bobby, shut up. But I think Erica done even said when she appreciated all the females that she even appreciated Bobby, even though he want to bring his little friends to mess up with her marriage and stuff. She didn't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. But anywho, we get to Erica and Safari sitting down to talk. So I guess Safari's taking Marcus' advice and taking accountability for all the shit he done did in their relationship and shit. And apologizes for all the stuff for hurting her and not being there for her in her pregnancy and treating her the way that he does, and explaining that he shuts down when he can't communicate what he's trying to communicate and all that shit. Of course, Erica starts crying and then saying in the confessional like she don't know what to do, but she don't think that he's ready to, put in the work to move forward and shit. And I'm just like, okay, you say all this in a confessional, you say all this in front of him with the cameras on, but at the end of the day, y'all still not divorced. I don't know for sure. I'm not checking for y'all like that on social media. I don't know what your marriage record said at this point, but I am pretty much 80 to 90% sure that you guys still are not divorced yet, or else I would have seen it on the shaderoom.com or all that. So listen, y'all doing all this theatrics for what? Because at the end of the day, y'all still married and doing what y'all do. Okay. So whatever, we don't care. We move on and get back to the Creep Squad. So we get back to Rich telling Cisco, listen, get yourself together, come back out when you're ready. We're going to be waiting for you. So he walking off. So he's on his way back to the table. Meanwhile, Peter and Stevie J is talking. So Stevie J's messy ass wants to let us know and Peter know that, listen, he was talking to Shekinah at the party the other night. I don't know if it was last night. Probably last night. He was talking to Shekinah. And I guess Shekinah done told Stevie that Cisco done told Shekinah, who told Stevie, who told Peter, that Cisco and Amina done fucked. So Peter was like, Shekinah told you that? So he told Shekinah that? Stevie J said yes. And I'm just like, Stevie, why are you going to bring this up? But whatever. I guess it's for entertainment of TV. So now Peter is even more heated than he was before hearing that news. Of course, now Rich don't get to the table. Stevie J tells Rich what he just done told Peter. So now Rich is like, oh my gosh, are you serious right now? Nah, he need to come out because I already told him to get himself together because he was crying to come out here and apologize. And now I hear this. It's like, what else is next? So then Cisco finally done come out. And Peter, of course, Peter don't hold back. He immediately confronts Cisco, and Cisco was like, "That's a lie." He denies it, and Peter wants to know, okay, so what the fuck done happened? So Cisco says, "Listen, we fooled around for a little bit, maybe 15 seconds. Kissing, no tongue, none of this, none of that. That was it." So Peter lets us know, like, he doesn't think not Safari, but he doesn't think Stevie J is lying. Like, why would Stevie J have to lie about that? I'm like, Stevie J is not lying because they showed the producer showed us Shakana really did tell him. So it's really up to is Shakana telling the truth? Because in my head, I'm just like, I don't know anybody personally and all this. I'm just going based off my head. I'm just like, with how Shakana came at this family reunion to begin with, why the hell? I don't think in my head, why would Cisco tell Shakana that? Out of all the people, I would think he would tell Sin before he would tell Shakana. So I don't know if Shakana's telling the truth or not. Shakana does talk a lot, and she makes a lot of assumptions. So I don't know if he really did. I mean, I guess we're going to find out next week. But I don't know about all that. But Peter, I guess they don't get into a scuffle or anything. They don't even really get into an argument. But Peter's just like, that would be foul if you did that. And he's like, there's no coming back from that. And he walks away, but says to the confessional that he loves, but you can't keep crossing him. So I'm just like, okay, is this where we're gonna be ending? I mean, that's where the episode done end, but is that gonna be the end of Creep Squad? Because the way it seemed like next week on the season finale of Love and Hip Hop family reunion, whatever, it's not looking good for a Creep Squad from the previews. It looked like Creep Squad is not going to be Creep Squad no more. It's going to be Creep Couple because it's going to go from the three amigos to two, just Rich and Peter. And Rich, it seems like he going to go wherever what Peter do because he understands where Peter coming from and whatnot. But I don't know. This may be the end of Creep Squad. I don't know. And if it is, to be honest, like I said, I can see where Peter's coming from. Even though he done did his dirt, but I guess even though he done his dirt, but it's like guy code, girl code too. So I can understand where Peter's coming from at the end of the day. And listen, it is what it is. If he done did that, and you don't want to be his friend no more, by all means, listen, you got the right to do that. Because Cisco's been acting up this whole damn season. So I don't care. Okay, I never really watched Love and Hip Hop New York anyway, so I didn't really know y'all like that to be. I mean, I knew Rich. Peter, I knew Peter. Cisco, I kind of really didn't know Cisco like that. So I really don't care. So whatever y'all do with y'all little friendship, that's fine. Listen, that's up to y'all. I still probably wouldn't watch Love and Hip Hop New York anyway. That's it. We're gonna have to see what happens next week. Episode 10. This episode wasn't much, really. It really wasn't. It was just about Creep Squad and Safari and Erica. And I don't think next episode's gonna be much anyway. But it's a nice, I guess. It's a nice season, I guess. But I'll see y'all next week. I'll see you guys next week. Let me know what you guys thought. Is there anything really to comment about this episode? Not really. But what do you guys think about Creep Squad? Am I wrong to think like, I mean, I guess Peter's justified for how he feels. And as far as Erica and Safari, do we really care? No, I don't. But anyway, thank you for watching. See you guys next week. Bye.